Alright guys, totally enjoy the show guys. Now I don't know about you guys, and I'm not saying this to be mean or cliche, whenever we talk about Kim Kardashian or the Kardashian family, or we talk about people like them, that are uber famous, that are like super famous, and that people talk about all the time, like Kanye West and all that, I just find I find they're not that good. I don't know. And the thing is, they are obviously attracting a huge audience from around the world. And people that are different ethnicities can relate to them because they are actually a different ethnicity. So they can relate to them. So it might bring more of an audience because they have more of a world following because they have more like more of an ethnic background around. Like Kanye West is a black guy, right? But I mean, obviously, black guys had a hard time for many years. Like Sidney Poitier was very prominent in the acting field because black people had a hard time with the law and everything and civil rights and all that. Like it was terrible, and all these things that happened to black people. So being black doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do well. Usually it means you have a harder time. But in Kanye West's position, the reason why I think it helped him is first of all he has clothing line and he has different things that he has that make him super rich. So because he's so rich and he's dating like the most beautiful people in the world, he ends up being more popular immediately because and black people are like, who can we watch that's really popular that's black, and Asians are like, I like black people, I want to watch a black person, who do I watch? And when you think of a black person to watch, there are black actors, there are black singers, there are black dancers, but in terms of guys, like who really is someone that you can really, you know, enjoy about the story time. Like who's in People magazine, who's in those, and Kanye West is the only one that's in there, right? Like, not that there's not other black people that are performing, but you know what I mean. Like Kanye West is in the forefront of everything news, right? And People magazine and Inquirer and all that. So it's like you think to yourself, like, this is what I think to myself. I think to myself, I'm so much better looking than, not that he's good looking for sure, don't get me wrong, and he's very talented and he's amazing, and he's good at business. Obviously, he's had $6.6 billion. I can't really compete with that, right? But the reason why I'm saying that is because, in terms of entertainment, like my entertainment, and I mean, not that, people that look good don't necessarily entertain well, right? You don't have to be good looking to entertain well. And if you are good looking, that doesn't mean you can necessarily have a channel that's successful. But the point is, I'm thinking like Kanye West is like so, like I wouldn't hang out with a person like Kanye West to date. I mean, to hang out with is fine, but to date, I wouldn't date Kanye West. I don't find Kanye West attractive at all. But physically, in terms of what I'd like to date, but I'm not saying that he's not attractive or anything. But you know what I mean. Like I know what I want to date, and that's not what I want to date. So I just find it so odd that he's like so famous. I just find it so strange. And like Pete Davidson, good looking guy for sure, talented, really funny. I love SNL no matter what. But I don't feel he's like that special. But the thing is, when you are looking at people that are universally popular and that grab everybody's attention and are fun and people love and people want to talk about and people want to share stories about and people want to know who they're dating, it has to be someone that's attractive enough that they're attracted to the people that are attractive, and then that has to be someone that's attractive to the point where they're like universally acceptable to everyone, right? So like Pete Davidson, he's attractive enough. I like him. I think he's good. But in terms of like what I like to watch, and I mean he's funny. I like to watch him. I like Saturday Night Live. But but the thing is, I'm very, very, very attractive. So when I watch Pete Davidson, I love Pete Davidson, right? But like people that are maybe like a lot of people like people that are not as attractive. Like I think bodybuilders and people that are, you know, um, like athletes, they're not always considered attractive because most people, or people find them attractive, but they just don't date them because maybe they're out of the league, right? So you need to find someone that's in people's leagues. People need to find them attractive because they're in their league, right? So that's why Pete Davidson's really popular because he's the average guy. I mean, he's better looking than most people, but he's the average guy, right? Anyway, I went on and on and on. I hope you guys weren't thinking it was really bad. I try not to be offensive when I say these things, and it's supportive, right? Like, I think Kanye is awesome, and I think Pete Davidson is awesome, and they're doing much better than I am. So when I say these things, please take it lightly and don't think too much about it. Unless you want to, then that's fine. Anyway, bye now. But don't think it's like offensive, all right? Bye now.